Hello there everyone, Ashnflash here, and welcome on into a review of the LEGO Shazam Magic and Monsters movie that released a couple of days ago. And while I was watching it, I just took a bunch of notes and screenshots and different things. So we're going to go through, and I've got 4 different topics that I want to talk about, and I will link them down below, and you can see a time code if you want to skip ahead. But first we're going to do a non-spoiler review, spoiler review, then characters we've never gotten in minifigure form that was in the movie, and there are some that we didn't see in the trailer, so that was really cool, as well as some references and Easter eggs to just DC and LEGO in general, and even before that, with the other category, there's also potentially a set that we've never gotten. So without further ado, let's go ahead and let's get started. So the movie itself, got to keep in mind, I think when you go into these movies, is these are made for kids. Obviously, like a couple of the jokes and different things, of course, are always geared towards kids. But what I really think that the LEGO writers and different things do extremely well with when it comes to these animated movies, whether it be for Star Wars or Jurassic Park, or in this case the DC ones, is that they have jokes for the fans. They have jokes for adults, which same thing with like Teen Titans Go and different things. So I think that that was really good, and some of the jokes in here were really great. I don't want to say them here. I'll save them for spoilers, but I'll say which ones were my favorites, because there were some really great ones that I just had to write down. And I thought they were really clever. And as a DC fan, I just love it. I loved it. But overall, I think it was a good, solid movie. It's definitely my favorite from the more recent ones that I can recall. I think that as things go on, though, it kind of drags out a little bit, and I feel like that's the case with a lot of these movies, but I think it was still solid, and the cast as well was really great. Sean Astin, of course, was voicing Shazam, and he was really great, the adult version of Billy Batson, and Troy Baker was Batman, and then we've also got Nolan North reprising his role as Superman. Grey Griffin was also the voice of Wonder Woman, and she's been the voice of course, like Catwoman in the Archimedes and different things. But there's a bunch of other famous voices: Tom Kenny, Josh Keaton, just like D. Bradley Baker. I'm just looking at the list here. Like there's so many people here, of course, and James Arnold Taylor as the Flash. I got to mention that as well. But a lot of it was really good, and there's some surprises in here that I didn't really expect, or I was like, what? That's a LEGO version of them, so stick around for that if you want. I guess it's not, maybe it is spoilers, maybe it's not, but let's get into spoilers now. So if you have seen the movie, or if you just don't care, stick around now. But some of the jokes, man, they're really great. Like the joke about this is in order. I had to write them down. His face looks like it's made of marble. We should call him Captain Marvel. I thought that was really good. If you didn't know, Shazam used to be called Captain Marvel, but then it was confusing because of he wasn't actually from Marvel Comics. So that was a really good and solid joke. I like the idea of just Wayne Enterprise board meetings and different things. They're just sitting there and they're just constantly pitching like Sister I, Cousin I, and Grandpa I thought that was really funny, because if you hadn't seen the last one, Brother I was like the villain along with like Two-Face and different things. So that was really good. I thought that was a great joke. What else do I have here for jokes? The ultrasonic whistle, that was really good. I thought that was pretty clever, just the way that everyone reacted with Superman just whistling for Crypto. The Flash, I like him because he has a lightning bolt on his chest. I thought that was good. I like that they bonded that way. The wisdom of Solomon, no, it was just common sense. Yeah, that's pretty clever, I thought. As You Wish, Damien, when Bruce Wayne became a kid, I like that he looked like Damian Wayne. So Alfred thought that it was him. I thought that was a little clever joke. Oh, and lastly, I liked you better when you wore underwear on the outside. I thought that was a good punch to him, and how he was getting really triggered by that. I thought that was pretty clever. But this movie also had a lot of heart, I think. It was nice to see Batman and Shazam relating like that. I thought that was really cute, because they both are orphans, right? And the one line that they said with Billy Batson saying, "I just didn't want to be alone, but you're the Batman. You wouldn't understand. You have friends and family. Being an orphan is the worst." And like Batman doesn't really have friends and family, or at least he doesn't open up, And I thought that was a good in between the relationship that they had. And honestly, it just, like, a lot of times with these animated movies, not just the Lego ones, I just look at them and I'm like, you guys really get the characters, you really do. And it makes me sad when I look at the movies. And again, I could do a whole other video on this, but when I look at the movies and Zack Snyder's here killing people with Batman, and he is adamant that they survived and different things when he crushes them with the Batmobile, and he doesn't understand the characters. He doesn't understand. He makes the movie that he wants to make, and that's fine and all, but if you're dealing with these iconic characters, I don't think that's okay. And that's why I think that these movies really should get more praise, because they get it. They genuinely do. So I was a little, again, I was really disappointed by that. It just, I don't know. It's just really annoying. But yeah, Shazam was really cute. The way that he like met the Justice League and different things. Again, it just makes me sad that we probably will never, like Ben Affleck's Batman will never get to meet Zachary Levi's Shazam. Like it's just a bit of a shame, you know. I thought that the villain itself, Mr. Mind, he was good. I thought it was clever, his reveal and everything. That if you didn't know who he was, I mean, they revealed it a second later, but it was like this big bad shadow cast on the villains and different things when they came to tell him that they got stopped by the Justice League. I thought that was pretty clever, but yeah, some of the problems that I had with the movie was that it was strange the way that he said Shazam. He's just like, "Hey, yeah, what's your name?" And he's just like, "Shazam," and nothing happened. And the way they said it was like he had to say it like he had to like mean it or something for it to activate. It was just very weird because before someone asked him like, "Oh, what's your name?" and he was about to say it, but then he got tackled or whatever. So I was like, "Oh, so he's never gonna say it." And then I like those jokes and different things. So it was just kind of strange with that. As well as another problem I had was like Aquaman has been in these movies, and I just a lot of problems when they have like such a big cast of characters and different things is like specifically Green Lantern was stealing the fish out of the ocean. Aquaman would have noticed or done something or been, I don't know. You know, I maybe I'm just getting ahead of myself. Again, it's a kids movie, but I'm just gonna quickly now go through and mention all of the different characters and things that we have gotten in the movie that we've never gotten in minifigure form. In one of the opening scenes where we're meeting Shazam, he stops a jewel exchange, I guess, between the Penguin and Carmine Falcone, and that was just like that was awesome to me. I just didn't expect them to go that deep into lore and different things. So I thought him just seeing him in minifigure form just got me really excited. Of course, that Shazam figure just in general we've never gotten before, so it's just disappointing. And you could check out my review. I'll link it here at the end of the figure that comes with the promo when you actually pick up this. It's just a bit of a shame. Billy Batson's another figure that I wish that we could have gotten. And again, I think that there's just so many sets that you could just have like a cool transformation with him. It's a shame. Perry White was in the movie. I thought that was really great. We need a Daily Planet set with like Lois here as well as Jimmy Olsen. I think it is such a shame that we've never gotten it. Some of the villains here that we did have, the so obscure Shazam villains. We have Crocodile Man, we have Jeepers, we also have Dummy, as well as altogether we have there in the back. And then later on, of course, we would also see Dr. Savannah and Mr. Mind. And who else? We've got the Wizard Shazam, which was really cool. I love the way that he looked. I like that he seemed to be using the newer dress piece as well. We also have the 7 deadly enemies of men, so that was interesting. We also have for Superman this different outfit that he's never gotten in minifigure form, so just wanted to mention that. But we also had the appearance of a Robin helicopter in the Batcave, and that's never been a set or anything, but it looks like a finished model, and I don't know. It's kind of interesting. It looks to also have the newer missile pieces there, actually, or is that a stud shooter? I can't tell, but yeah, it was just strange. I was like, huh, that'd be cool. Like Robin having his own set. I think he could definitely do that. Also, in a flashback to the last movie, we do see the Gray Ghost, and that's a really iconic Batman character that I'm surprised we've never gotten. We also have here it's strange. Most of the characters in the movie actually use existing hair pieces, and I could be wrong about this, but this hairpiece does not look familiar to me. It might be like one off in a CMF or something. I thought it was the Party Boy hair, but it's not. So it was used twice, but mostly for Bruce Wayne there, and I thought that was interesting. As well as Alfred. We haven't gotten Alfred in minifigure form in like these sets, so it is surprising to see him in here. But of course, the main one I'd say that we haven't gotten is Black Adam. Such a shame, such a shame. And then we also wind up seeing Teth Adam, so that also was like, oh, that hurt. And I really loved the Shazam outfits for the Justice League. I thought that was really cool looking and all their different outfits. So I wish that we could get those figures, but it'll never happen. And then we also saw at the end of the movie, we saw Mary, who is sometimes, of course, Shazam's twin sister. So I thought that was pretty interesting, and I again like a figure that I would love to get a female Captain Marvel or Shazam. I think that would be really awesome. And we also see his uncle there at the end. So I thought that was kind of cool to see some more Shazam uh, characters that aren't necessarily as mainstream as they are. But yeah, that's pretty much it, I think, for all the minifigures and different things that we've never gotten before. Let me know if I missed any, but there might be some obscure, like, characters or whatever wandering around Wayne Enterprises or even the Daily Planet, so let me know. But yeah, let's just talk about the different references and things in the movie. One of the first things that I noticed was when they're trying to keep the building from falling over, the park in behind Jessica Cruz is actually the park that Bizarro, the first animated Lego Batman movie or whatever it was, not the first one, but the one in this style, that the big fight or whatever took place on there. And I had to mention as well, Brickflix instead of Netflix. We also see Billy Batson leaving a Big Belly burger with a bag with the logo printed on it, and that is, of course, an in-universe DC. It's like their Burger King or whatever it is, which I just love, and it's appeared in like the Arrowverse and different things as well. And on his shirt is, of course, a reference to Wiz Comics, which was originally where Captain Marvel first debuted. You also see the classic Ferris wheel in one shot of the film. I thought that was really cool, as well as you see the old invisible jet that's actually invisible. Bit of a shame that they never actually did that. Superman throws a green car at Batman at one point, and I can't help but think that that is a reference to the green car from his first appearance, as well as he's on Kent Farm there. And then you've also got some of the Mighty Micros, and you see that Jessica Cruz has a Green Lantern one, but Green Lantern never wound up actually having a Mighty Micro set. So it was kind of interesting as well. And of course, if you stuck around at the end, you see Lobo with some arm printing and different things. So bit of a shame that we never wound up getting that. But anyways, everyone, that is my review of the LEGO Shazam Magic and Monsters movie. What did you think of it? What do you think of all the different references? Who would you have liked to see as the promotional figure? Of course, my first reaction would just be, please let it be Black Adam. It's so disappointing that it's just Shazam from the set. I don't know. I would have really loved anyone, literally anyone. Dr. Savannah, just anyone, please. Perry White, I wouldn't even care. Carmine Falcone would have been better than Shazam. I don't get it. I really don't get it. But anyways, everyone, I hope you did enjoy this video. If you haven't seen yet, we have all the pictures for the DC summer sets, so check those out. I'll link that video as well as at the end here with the Shazam minifigure review. But I hope that you did enjoy this video, and I hope that you all have a great day. I'll see you all in the next one.